Hello, friends and enemies. It's just correct. Um, Welcome to video one of Rainy Day Ramblings with Odd and Otter.
This is our intro, so we're just gonna answer some questions and look at embarrassing photos of us in middle school, like this one.
Best idea we've ever had. Okay, question one. How did we meet?
This is a really cool story, actually. I
Yeah.
um, so it was a study hall, and I had made a petition to get rid of plastic straws in our cafeteria. This was in 6th grade, and I went around the study hall asking people to sign my petition, and then I went to Odd, and I said, "Hey, will you sign my petition?" And do you want to tell them what happened?
And I did, and we got up and went around the room and bothered multiple people about it, and it was wonderful. And we've been very close ever since then. Our petition was passed, and there are no longer plastic straws in our cafeteria. A lot more has happened, but I think that is one of the many plans that we have made, but one of the few that has actually come to fruition. So it was a good time.
Yeah, back when we didn't procrastinate as much. So these are some embarrassing photos of us. Is if enjoy, laugh at us.
Please don't.
Odd, what are your
What?
hobbies?
I have too many. Okay, so I'm a rock climber and I play piano and I really enjoy making things. Yes, that is me on the right. Um, so I have a lathe, so I do a lot of wood turning. I do a little bit of cosplay. So I do like a lot of work with EVA. Em and I do a lot of work. Yeah, I made the helmet up in the top right corner. Em and I do a lot of sewing for various things. We had a small business in the 6th grade where we made these wonderful contraptions called Wild Waters that like held a water bottle as well as various other things. So we did a lot of sewing for that. Um, yes. Em, would you like to talk about your hobbies?
Sure. So I play roller derby. It's my favorite sport ever, and I've played a lot of sports before. And I like roller derby, especially because during the bouts we get to do makeup, as you can see the rose on my cheek, because my name is Thorn. Okay. Um, and I like to write a
It's a
lot.
nice story behind that.
Yeah, I like to write.
Otter has a book. This this is Otter's book signing.
Yes, I'm very proud of that.
I was
Um,
there.
I worked really hard and I wrote a book and I got it published. And so writing is one of my biggest hobbies. And I also really like to bake, as you can see in that cake down there. So.
It's our school uniform. Otter made a lot of really cool stuff. Yeah. Okay. Pets. I have one bearded dragon, and his name is Dante.
The Destroyer.
And Otter has yes,
Oh
Dante
my.
the Destroyer of Crickets. It's a thing.
I have so many pets. This is only the first
These
slide.
some of Otter.
So as you can see, this little pup here in the top is Tuck. And then there's Blanco, who has mud all over him, and Buddy, who's doing a silly thing on his bed, and Splitton, balled up in the corner. And then I also have goats, 2 goats, as you can see, being silly over here. A bunch of
That
chickens,
is
another picture of Buddy, and a cat. And then also you can see Blanco back here in the corner again. Okay, those are all my pets. I have a bunch.
they're all wonderful.
Thank you. Odd. You want to tell them why we
Why
want
did we want to start this channel?
to?
This is a channel with content made by us for us because we needed an extra outlet for the absolute um just the ridiculous amount of chaos that has built up over the years. We needed like to share it somehow. We were both going a little bit just a little bit insane, especially with COVID, only talking like every now and then.
Buff.
And we have a lot of very lovely, deep conversations about a lot of random things. We're like, wow, we could do something with this. So here we are.
Yeah.
Want to
We
elaborate a little bit?
we love to rant and ramble a lot. We love rainy days. We
Yes.
love dancing in the rain, so that's hence the name, Rainy Day Rambling. um, and I mean, if you guys want to give us money for rambling, which we do anyways, that'd be great. But really, this is for us.
Yes.
Like to
So we
rant.
can laugh at ourselves later.
Oh yeah. So
Yes.
when we're in college, we can go back and watch this video and laugh about how cringy we are. That's our plan.
We laugh at ourselves for being cringy now, anyways.
Yeah.
So it won't be that different.
Yeah. So some more photos of us.
Us just being ridiculous with photo booth. These are like about a year apart.
Oh, yeah.
Some things never change.
No.
We'll do this type of thing.
This is us recently
Well, actually, we
actually.
haven't. Yeah. Another one of the reasons that we wanted to do this channel was because we're a part of like a fellowship. It's kind of a club at our school. And we do a lot of environmental work. And this is yet another platform to hopefully share some of the things we learned there um, with the world, and the internet, and hopefully nobody from our school. that was wrong.
No.
Um,
And so embarrassing if people find this. And also hopefully so that we can help other people along their activism journey and get people moving and up and helping the world. So,
I have a lot of things we're passionate about. Really psyched to share it.
yeah. And also, on a completely different note, if you could be any color, what would you be?
That is difficult because I mean, there's like a limited spectrum of colors that humans see, and depending on the different cones in our eyes, like if we had less, we'd be able to see less. And if we had more, like some other animals, we'd be able to see a lot more colors. And really, what is color but light bouncing off of objects? It's in our perception of it, like what is color? What is reality? I'd probably be blue or maybe
Yeah.
green.
Yeah, I think I'd be purple.
Yeah.
As
What would you
I'd be purple
Good
because
color?
my English binder is purple and I love English, and
Oh,
that's kind of where I went with that. Did not go as deep as you did.
yeah.
Oh, this is me in a trash can and Ella, who had just gotten back from slaying a demon.
Yes, that's definitely what happened there.
Mhm. And
And
us
then
at
both of us putting things on our faces. You could.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. If you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
Personally, I think hatred, because I think if people didn't have hatred, a lot of the bad stuff in the world just wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I can't eliminate all the bad things, so I try to eliminate the root of them, which I think is hatred.
It's a solid philosophy. I personally don't know. That's a really hard question because the world is a very wide place. Um, I don't know. I think getting rid of hatred is a solid choice. Yeah.
Oh, more photos of us. Oh, actually, I kind of, that story is sweet. The story of the pictures here, we were making a journal for our friend so that if she left, she would, you know, always have a journal to remind us that we cared about her. She didn't leave, so it was good, but I just think that's sweet. It was Odd's idea.
And the other one, another photo booth picture.
Oh yeah, we love photo booth here.
Yeah, good times.
Ella.
Favorite
Ah,
trope?
I'll cut that out. Odd. What's your favorite trope?
My favorite trope? Hmm. I don't know. I personally really like the like tropes where they delve into like a one-sided villain story and like very suddenly and all like and then you see that they actually are very complicated and have a lot of depth to them and it makes like the protagonist reevaluate their own morals in the situation. It's a good time.
I always love when villains have better backstories than heroes, and it's like the villains have more reason and righteousness, and then the heroes kind of realize they're either wrong or they just are so suck up and the villains beat them. I just think that's a cool trope because it's like it's it's making you think outside of the box and think about something that you wouldn't immediately assume. Oh,
Exactly. Like who is really the villain here?
yeah. And then some beautifulness created by us. So yeah.
Yes.
What?
Once again, we love the booth here.
Oh,
Yes.
and now we must shamelessly plug our favorite show, Molong, Molang.
Yeah, kid show on Netflix. Good times. Very pure.
Very pure, so cute. So yeah, that's Rainy Day
Would
Rambling
recommend.
with Odd and Otter. So thank you for joining us in the chaos, and we will see you if our plans to take over the world fail.